Hey everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Let's journey back to 1969, a year that didn't just mark the moon landing, but also the explosive arrival of a film that redefined the Western genre forever, Sam Peckinpah's The Wild Bunch. Forget your clean-cut heroes and clear-cut villains. This isn't, or I should say this wasn't, your grandpa's Western. This is a brutal, beautiful, and unflinching look at the twilight of an era, where honor is a fading memory and violence is a way of life. Our story kicks off not with a bang, but with a parade, a temperance union parade, ironically. Pike Bishop, played with weary gravitas by William Holden, leads his aging gang into the dusty Texas border town of San Rafael. Their target? The railroad office. But this isn't just a robbery, it's a trap. Deke Thornton, Pike's former partner turned bounty hunter, is waiting, hidden with his ragtag crew. What unfolds next is less a shootout and more a massacre. Peckinpah doesn't shy away. Women, children, innocent bystanders, they all fall in a hail of bullets. This isn't heroism, it's survival, ugly and desperate. The twist? The loot they risked their lives for? A bag full of steel washers. A brutal joke played by fate, setting the stage for a world where nothing is as it seems, and every victory is tainted with blood. With their tails between their legs and a price on their heads, Pike and his remaining men, the stoic Dutch Engstrom, the hot-headed Gorch brothers, and the young, conflicted Angel, ride south, towards the Mexican border. But they're not alone. Hot on their heels is Deke Thornton, played by the equally compelling Robert Ryan. Deke isn't just a lawman, he's a ghost from Pike's past, a man bound by a deal with the railroad to hunt down his old friend. Their pursuit isn't just physical, it's a moral chase, a reflection of two men on opposite sides of a rapidly closing frontier, each clinging to a different code of honor. Deke's desperate hunt highlights the film's central theme, the end of an era, where loyalty is tested and the lines between good and evil blur into the dust. Desperate for a score, the bunch sets their sights on a train carrying a gold shipment. But this isn't just gold, it's a train laden with weapons, destined for the ruthless General Mapache, a corrupt Mexican warlord. This is where the plot takes a sharp turn. Instead of just taking the gold, they decide to sell the weapons to Mapache, hoping for a bigger payout. They ride into Mapache's dusty, chaotic village, a place where life is cheap and power is absolute. The initial meeting is tense, a dance of wary respect and underlying contempt. Mapache, a man of unpredictable cruelty, agrees to the deal. But in this world, trust is a luxury no one can afford. The stage is set for a betrayal that will seal their fate, a dramatic pivot that shifts the film from a simple western into a tragic epic. Among the Wild Bunch is Angel, a young Mexican revolutionary with a personal vendetta against Mapache, who has ravaged his village and killed his family. Angel uses his share of the train robbery money to buy guns for his people, a small act of defiance in a world consumed by greed. But Mapache discovers Angel's treachery. In a truly scary and heartbreaking sequence, Angel is captured and brutally tortured, dragged behind a car, a stark reminder of Mapache's absolute power and the grim realities of this lawless land. This twist is not just about Angel's fate, it's the catalyst that forces the Wild Bunch to confront their own moral compass, pushing them towards a decision that will define their legacy. With Angel captured and facing certain death, Pike, Dutch, and the Gorch brothers are faced with a choice: ride away with their ill-gotten gains, or return for one of their own. In a moment of profound, almost suicidal loyalty, they choose the latter. This leads to one of the most iconic and dramatic sequences in cinematic history, the slow-motion walk. Four men, silhouetted against the setting sun, walking towards Mapache's compound, knowing they are walking to their deaths. It's a moment of pure, unadulterated defiance, a final, desperate act of brotherhood. The ensuing shootout is a ballet of bullets, a chaotic, bloody symphony where every shot matters, and every man fights for a cause greater than himself. The odds are impossible, the violence relentless, and the outcome inevitable. The final confrontation, often called the Bloody Porch Shootout, is a masterclass in cinematic violence. Pike and his men, despite being outnumbered, fight with a ferocity born of desperation and a lifetime of living by the gun. They mow down Mapache's army, each bullet a testament to their dying code. It's a brutal, visceral, and ultimately tragic spectacle. The twist here isn't a plot point, but a thematic one: their victory is their defeat. They achieve their goal of rescuing Angel and taking down Mapache, but at the ultimate cost. In the eerie silence that follows the storm of lead, Deke Thornton walks through the battlefield, a ghost among the dead. He finds Pike, lifeless, and a moment of shared history, of unspoken understanding, passes between the living and the dead. Deke, having fulfilled his obligation, is now free, but at what cost? The film ends not with triumph, but with a quiet, poignant reflection on loyalty, change, and the inevitable march of time. Deke, now joined by a few surviving members of Pike's gang, rides off into the fading sunset, leaving behind the bloody legacy of the Wild Bunch. It's a powerful, somber conclusion that leaves you pondering the true meaning of honor and survival in a world that has no place for wild men. Don't forget to hit that like button if you learned something new, and share this video with your fellow film fanatics. Until next time, keep watching, keep exploring, and keep the cinematic spirit alive.